All right. Hey, I think we're in. I think we're actually live and doing something. All right. Oh, that's a weird intro for us, but we're not using Google Meets tonight. We're using Microsoft Teams. We're doing it for a few technical reasons and a couple other bullshits and giggles reasons and whatnot. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully you guys can even hear us right now. That would be good. I'm pretty sure you can. But one of the things we got going on is you see across the top above Weekend Update the Name, we're going to be able to show the small view of everybody along with the big one of who's talking. And that should work out okay. You'll get to see people react. I mean, nobody's on camera right now, but if we were on camera and somebody says something hilarious, you'll see everybody react. Or like we were saying pre-show, if somebody forgets they're on camera and starts picking their nose or something, well, we'll all have something to fucking laugh at. So it should be. But yeah, bear with us because, I mean, there's not even a closed caption on right now. A couple other things are all just buggered and whatnot. I'm kind of building as we go in the background here. We'll try to do our best. Let's see who's here. We got DKG.
Yeah, I lost them. There you are. Hello, everybody. Hello out there. And we've got, like I was saying in pre-show with all the guys here, we've got a name for the people of the channel. Hello, all you shilliots.
Yes.
Oh,
The Shilliots. It almost sounds like the name of a Star Trek race. Yeah. But yeah, it's Shilliots. So if you don't like it, blame DK. It wasn't my idea.
I think they're thinking of the next gen. They had one episode with the Shellyak.
Yeah, that's it. That was the name I was thinking of. So we've also got Lokifish.
Lokifish.
Loki, how's it going?
Where the hell? What is this weird room I'm in? How the hell did Dick, what did you do now?
I don't know, man. At this point, I have no idea what's going on with all the changes and stuff, and all my muscle memory's gone. I don't know what I'm doing. So if your room's padded, I didn't put the padding in. I don't know, but it's fucked up, man. We got Mipet. How's it going, Mipet?
Hi, I'm good. At least they got me in the right country. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm doing well. At least we got a bit of summer happening down here. Sort of. Get a couple of really nice, 38 and things like that, and then it drops 20 fucking degrees overnight. But other than that, doing well. Thank you.
I could use some more warmth. Oh, we're still winter here. And
tell me about it.
Yeah, it's too much. Oh, yeah, I know, Gary. I got this thing going on right now. Every now and then, I don't know if it's my audio interface or this and that and the other thing. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just every so often getting a bit of pop and crackle. I've gone through all the settings. I'm not sure. Got to a point where I thought it might be running the Chromium open source browser that was doing. I'm just not 100%, but it's driving me crazy. I might even have to reinstall Windows this week. You never know. It's driving me crazy though. But let's check in also with Purple Rhymes with Orange. How's it going, Purple?
Going okay. I was trying to get some kind of image on the screen, but this is not working for me. My split cam wound up being corrupted, and I've downloaded it from 2 different sites, and I can't get it to install again.
Wow. I wonder what the deal is.
The corrupted one must have left some kind of residual file that it can't get past now.
Oh, you might have to use like an uninstaller that'll go through and catch all the little links and get rid of them all.
I did use the UI uninstaller, but like I said,
use Revo. I use Revo uninstaller. It works amazing.
Okay, I don't have that one.
I would highly recommend it. Install the app again to make sure all the stupid little files are there. And then Revo uninstaller, and it'll rip everything out. Is my audio that fucking bad, eh? God damn it, what's going on?
Yeah, we can blame Microsoft.
Yeah, I don't get it, Here, I'll see if I can close this. Because sometimes I noticed that Chromium was just giving me, I wonder if this will help. Any difference now? Do you guys hear anything different since I closed Chromium?
Not on this end. I don't know about the people out there.
I'm not a good person to ask for. Yeah, I've got the tin can ear. I can't really tell the difference.
Well, we'll see how it goes. There's only so much you can do. But yeah, we were going to chat about some things we might be changing around here and stuff, just a little bit and whatnot. Nothing drastic or anything. It's not like people are getting new underwear. Yeah. We should. I'm just trying to. You guys babble for a bit because I'm just having to open some other things now in a different browser now that I closed Chromium. It's driving me crazy. I'm really not prepared here. It's just not even close.
Well, you guys out there in you guys out there in YouTube land should have been here for the 2 hours before the show where we were trying to set this up. Oh, the cursing was wonderful. And the sound of Dick smashing on the keyboard and
his head against the wall.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I was getting a little bit cross, but I mean, shit. It should be, it should It's 2023. I'm sorry, but how hard can it be? Shit, man.
Well, you want to know something that's kind of funny? I was playing around with Skype on a lark, and Skype actually works better than this. It just doesn't have all the extra features.
Yeah. Well, actually, Skype can do the NDI shit that I want. So there might be a thought in that. You know, Skype from Office 365 to get the NDI thing, but you know, I'm already paying them, so what's the difference?
Could I ask a favor?
Mm.
Can you guys stop swearing at me in geek talk?
Oh, yeah, but that part of the show is updates.
I know.
You know?
I'm just staring you up. I mean, I've got no idea what the fuck you're talking about, but that's okay.
Yeah, pretty much everything beyond hello, I've been lost in this conversation.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one, careful.
Yeah. Well,
what you do is you plug a cable into this little black box. This little black box does all kinds of magic and stuff comes out the other end.
Oh, cool. Oh, I understand that then, Loki. You press a button and it works. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're assuming I know which point on the little black box to plug it into, because a lot of times I do that and I just get a lot of smoke out of it.
Oh, I've done that plenty of times before. Blowing lots of stuff up.
Oh. Okay, so we're going to give a couple of channel updates, right? So we should go into one. So the first one would be sorry, I'm talking with a cigarette in my mouth there. The first one would be oh, that's helpful. Make me totally lose my train of thought. Damn it.
You didn't have one. You didn't have one.
Yeah. Memberships. All memberships are going to be scaled back to one level only, like $2.99 or whatever, just so people can have the badge and get the emojis and whatnot. And all the higher levels are going over to Patreon coming up in like days. Two reasons. Number one, it's easier for us to deal with things like having a member room in the Discord because there's a plugin from Patreon that does it automatically and stuff. But the other one, the big reason is we get a way bigger chunk of the cash. YouTube and Google, between their 30% to YouTube and then taxes on top that Google takes off, it's unbelievable. They rob you blind. So we got to get it over to where it does more for us.
Now, to be fair, we should actually have it. The $2.99 level for people and the Elon Musk membership for 1 million a month.
Yeah, we should actually. You're right, because he's been dying to be a member. He just said he wasn't into like piddly ass little member deals. He wanted to spend real money. So we should do that.
That's been my plan for my channel since day one. I know I'm never going to get 10,000 subscribers. I just need 10 Patreons who each subscribe at the $1,000 a month level.
Exactly. That's funny.
That reminds me. I did. I have yet to put the links up in the descriptions, but I put up merch for all my channels.
Oh, cool.
Including the Empress.
Cool. People will like
You're
that.
selling the Empress?
No.
Well, you got to get rid of them before they grow up.
I'll give that a couple of years.
Yeah, just make sure you do it before she's a teenager. You don't want to go through that.
Yeah,
and for those of you that remember the great Superman debate, there actually will be a coffee mug with her telling M2M that he's wrong.
Yeah. We'll have to buy him one.
Well, it's M2M, sure. He is wrong, so what can you do?
So yeah, the membership change will be a thing. We've got a cool plan for memberships over on Patreon, like the higher levels. There's going to be a monthly movie night where you get a private link to watch the movie online in sync with us, and we'll have a hangout at the same time. And that'll be the, one to the link to the movie, and the higher level gets the link to the movie and the hangout. And, that'll probably be about the crux of it, because it's just hard for us to really fulfill on anything more. We don't have uploaded videos to show you first and blah, blah, and whatnot. Live stream shows it's harder, right? So I think
I've always said, I've always said what we got to do is do the live streams, but put them out early so people can get to see the live streams before it actually goes live. I've told you this 1,000 times.
If Loki would just get the time machine done, it wouldn't be a problem. But I've tried, and it just doesn't seem to work.
Well, you know you can put a 30-second. We'll put a 30-second delay the other way.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to make a time machine out of your stupid human microwaves? Now I can't reheat my coffee. Christ.
You know, we need a thing that's specifically made to reheat coffee without like microwave burning it and without hot plating your coffee pot all day, you know?
Loki, you're welcome in the future anytime, hon.
Thank you very much.
Well, somebody in the chat said, hey, Shills, make some shorts. Shania Caldwell. Well, that's a second thing that's coming up. So we are having a bitch of a time with being demonetized for every fucking stream we do. No matter what, when we open our mouths, we instantly get demonetized. It's a joke.
Dick, stop fucking.
Oh, this I didn't even monetize this one, right? Why bother? So what we're going to do is we're going to do the live shows the way we do them now. And instead of trying to hold back and not swear so much to not get in trouble, we're going to go back to not giving a flying fuck and saying any goddamn fucking thing we want. But then the video will be unlisted after we go live. The link, you can still find it, but otherwise it'll kind of half disappear. And then it could be buffers, Gary, but I've been dialing them back up to 512 even, and I'm still getting it. But what we're going to do is the video, our live shows will get split up into little segments, and they'll get uploaded as individual videos during the week after the live stream, so that we can bleep the swearing out and we can still get it passed and into monetization and stuff. So going forward, it's going to be very much try to catch the show live, because it's going to be hard to catch an unedited version otherwise. Yeah, Loki's right. When we go live for the first 17 seconds, I can't even say like, I'm Dick Dawson, welcome to the show, because Dick is now on the naughty 17 seconds of a video. I shit you not. I can't even say my own name.
I think it goes more than that, because if you go through the transcripts on all the live streams, your first name is marked out. So it's even getting flagged then.
Wow. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's why you're new.
Yeah. Like I might have to go to Richard, you know?
Or Dick.
Yeah, it's ridiculous though.
Dick.
Yeah. I mean, for God's sakes, man, it's my own name. It shouldn't count for usernames. That's not fair. I mean, I guess if somebody called themselves Fuck Knuckle, you know, maybe that's different. But that's like somebody,
cunt face.
you know. Yeah, that's somebody
here's
a clown.
Test. Here's a test.
That's Lord Fuck Knuckle.
Say the word penis 3 times. Say the word penis 3 times in a row, and we'll go back through the transcripts and see if that gets marked. If that doesn't get marked, then you just change your name to Penis Dawson.
Uh-oh.
Okay, do you have an image for me now?
Yeah, now we do.
Okay, it looks like totally wrong format for this, but
yeah. But that's okay. We've got a thing that'll set you up with the same system that like Mipet and myself are using and whatnot. Up this week. It's real simple and easy.
Yeah, I know we talked about that before. Just you and I haven't had a chance to get together.
Yeah,
Don't worry, I'm going to be whipping him this week.
Oh, it's just finding the two of us on the same schedule is difficult.
Exactly, well, I know.
I get some me time mid-March because my ex is going to be in town for a visit with our son. So I'll get like 10 days of child-free, bachelor in his underwear around the house. And I won't do that on the webcam, but free to tackle a lot of things like that coming up soon. Can't wait. I kind of need it. If you like with this transition and changing some of our background organization stuff and whatnot, there's a lot to do and I don't have much time. Fuck.
I like what Aaron Reese just said. Time to go into witness protection as Rick Lawson.
He's already in witness protection. That's why he's had to change his name.
Yeah, I was Tommy Two-Tone, but that song annoyed everybody so bad in the 80s, I'm still hiding. Just make sure I'm connected to my OnlyFans. Jen, no, I'm not advertising that yet. No. We'll tell everybody later. Yeah, it's going to be a really good OnlyFans where I play with maple syrup all day.
It's going to be an OnlyFans where you've only got one fan.
Yeah, only fan. Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. In the news today, Canada invaded my front yard. I go outside to get the mail. And there's a flock of very angry Canadian geese.
Oh, they are fucking vicious little bastards too. Wow.
It's like, okay, time to go back inside. I'll check the mail tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
They're like the sand people. They are easily startled, but they will return and in greater numbers.
Yeah, totally. You should see them around here. They can get properly pissy with you. Oh yeah.
Oh no! One time it happened at the park that my dog thought she was going to get in on them. She charged a group of 6 of them, and they flew off. And they just went and got reinforcements, and 5 minutes later, it was 3 dozen coming back at us.
They organized. Maybe the swans are in command and the geese are like the foot soldiers.
No, if you go that way, it'd be a cassowary. Oh, they're mean mothers. They really are. They're the closest thing to a dinosaur freak out that you've ever seen. They are so vicious.
So, does anybody have anything they want to get into there? Oh yeah, purple. I saw that second picture there. That was formatted proper. That worked good.
Cutting off on the edge there. Or
no, it's good. It's sometimes Teams, depending on how you've got the window sized, it makes it look like it is, but it isn't.
Okay. All right, as long as it's not cutting off part of my body, we're good. We'll go with that tonight.
Yeah, there you go. Cool. Awesome. So what else were we supposed to talk about? Anything anybody wants to get into before we make like a point of something? I'm going to have to do a run across the street in a minute. I wasn't sure if I was going to have my son later today or not. And while we've been doing the first part of the show, I'm not going to have my son. So I can have a couple of, if I so desire.
Yeah.
We had a great chat there, comment from Jonesy in the chat, member as well. I'm a big fan of you guys. Great blend of bullshit and intellectual censorship. And intellectual censorship is ridiculous. Yeah, I agree. Thank you. Yeah, but it's not fair. I mean, it's not like we're unbelievably vulgar and nasty and and whatnot. It's just some foul language sometimes. I mean, my God, we don't say anything worse that you can't get on fucking cable TV and shit. I mean, come on.
We need one who doesn't deserve it.
Right. I haven't done the whole, face fuck the guy with a dead raccoon or whatever line in a while. Come on,
I keep telling you,
I'm
use
Australian, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's the national fucking language. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Really, I finally got used to Australians calling me a cunt.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
Aaron Reese in the chat. You can wreck a person's life with rumors on YouTube. Just don't call them an asshole. That's exactly it. It's so ridiculous, You can completely drive people to suicide. Just don't say any,
Now I'm hoping that we're not going to be splitting this show out into sections, and I'll be going through and putting bleeps over it, because I'll be there for fucking days doing it on this one already.
Yeah. Here, this is how you bleep this show if you're going to re-upload it. Oh, welcome and bleep.
I was just going to say the whole thing will be just one fucking long bleep at this stage.
Yeah. Dick, you're talking about uploading segments, but I'm thinking that with some of our shows, if you go and edit them to be friendly to YouTube, a 2-hour show, you're only going to have 10 minutes of footage total.
At times, for sure. But,
All right. I have a question for everybody. What word drives you crazy when you hear it being mispronounced? Like, for instance, jury instead of jewelry.
Oh, I'm actually horrible for this because I'm one of those people that's always slightly mispronouncing things. So I'm going to be on the receiving end of some.
Yeah, me too. And
it drives.
In fact, I have this terrible tendency. I get a lot of mental hiccups that I'll use a word that sounds similar but has a completely different meaning.
Yeah.
Like hippopotamus instead of hypotenuse.
Yeah. The snark already called one out that it's thanks to my parents, but nuclear instead of nuclear, right? I always do that.
Yeah.
Yep, a lot of people do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, unless
it drives me potty when people say, sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, for me, it's like, it's only if it's, somebody's proper name that you're getting wrong and you don't correct it after you've been told. That's the only one that would get to me.
Oh, no. Axe instead of ask pisses me off. I don't know why.
Yes.
When, it's in in movies and cartoons and shit. It doesn't bother me. But when people do it, I just ask instead of axe.
Yeah.
How hard is it? It's just the letters are around a different way. But
Or when a person mispronounces flat, or when a person flat earther, it usually comes out as like dipshit or something, but I think that's still a mispronunciation.
Prefix of twat on the beginning of that.
Yeah. Library's fun, it's a library. Well, no, it's a library, it's like
I grabbed these berries from the grocery store. It said on the package they were sweet. I took a taste and they were sour. They're libraries.
Yep. Okay, if you're going to defame libraries, though, that is something I will get irate about. When I was growing up, the library was my sanctuary. It was the only place I could go to be safe.
Yeah. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in libraries.
Wow.
I got bullied at school. I got bullied at home. At the library, they couldn't bug me because somebody would tell them to shut up.
Yeah, I guess so.
The one good thing about libraries. Yeah.
It drives me potty when people say brought instead of bought.
Oh, yes.
Really? You got? I've never heard. I don't think I've ever heard that done.
Yeah, you know, the people say, "Oh, I brought this today."
No, you didn't.
You brought it? No. I bought it. You bought it? No, I brought it. No, you bought it. What?
You bought it, but you brought it to my house.
Yes,
I've actually heard it,
but you bought it today. Yeah.
I've heard it the other way around, and you know, people say what they bought to the party.
Wow.
Oh no, I've heard that one.
Yeah, they'll just drop
if
the R
only
out of
my
it.
wife was here. If my wife was here, she could rattle off a whole list of things like this where people just get things completely fucking wrong, because it's one of her favorite kind of things to remember.
Ah. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes picks on me for it.
The Snark has a good one. Espresso. There is no X. So many people, especially in North America, say espresso.
Yeah.
Like it's the Polar Express. Oh.
But then you also got the thing. You got a thing when you're trying to write something, and the word sounds the same. Like, you know, and I have to think about it every single fucking time. That's when you want to say, "Oh, will you bear with me?" Is it bear as in bear, or is it bear as in naked? I can't remember how to spell it.
Which way? Well, it's sort of similar to the there, isn't it?
Oh. Why did the people that were formulating what became our English, like, you know, as things progress and stuff, why did people think, you know what? Why don't we have one word with 3 different spellings and 3 different meanings? That makes perfect sense. What the fuck?
Well, that's because English was put together by a bunch of drunk bastards. Somebody else's words.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah.
There was a good meme about that, you know, a lot of languages borrow from other languages. English just waits in dark alleys and roughs up other languages and looks through the pockets for loose grammar.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, though. That's for sure.
Well, a lot of the problems with the English language we can blame on the French.
Well, I'm Canadian. If you want to blame the French, just go ahead.
Well,
just
the
kidding.
late 17th and the early 18th century, the English nobles decided that English was the peasant language and they were all going to speak French. So that's how we got a bunch of stuff like whether or not you put a U in the word color and all those funny spellings. That's all borrowed from the French.
Wow.
Yeah, well, Aussies like shorten everything and add an O. So it's, you know, yeah, we don't speak English here.
Oh, usually on names, Bo, Domo, and Kiddo, and Franco.
And you've got the Ambos, and you've got the Botlo, and you've got the Servo, and you know.
Well, we've got a Servo.
Well, the Servo's a gas station for you guys. The Botlo's
I thought you meant like
the alcoholic distribution centre. The, you know, got to have all the, just everything's that's yeah.
Gary in the chat brought up the old joke there. Well, you're French. What would you know about being an entrepreneur? Well, I think we've trampled that one down a bit.
But there you go. It was an interesting. It was.
I kind of found it interesting when I was researching how English is spoken in the U.S. and then come to find out the two groups of people in the U.S. we make the most fun of speak better English than the rest of the country. Hillbillies and Cockney fishermen in Maine.
Wow. There's Cockney fisherman in Maine. Like that's just a whole whack of words I never thought would ever go together. It's just
and then what's even funnier is, oh yeah, they speak better English. It's just about 200 years out of date.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and I have to bring this up every time somebody talks about the American accent or people speaking American. It's not uniform. At the very minimum, you've got at least 6 distinct regional dialects that usually can't understand each other. You know, I mean, me talking to someone from the deep south is as bad as somebody from London trying to talk to a Scotsman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Jeremy Clarkson from Top Gear was in the deep south trying to get a tire replaced on a car, but it was a strange car and a weird sized tire. And the shop owner's talking to Clarkson, oh yeah, you know, we can get that blah, blah and whatnot. And Clarkson just looks over at the camera with this bemused face. He has no idea what was just said to him. It was hilarious.
Driving in listing point. And French was used for the nobility from the Norman invasion for several hundred years. That is why we say cow, sheep, pig from Old English, and lamb, pork, and beef from the Norman French.
Ah.
So there you go. Thank you for
awesome.
that. Yeah.
So, you know, you're really, really like cosmopolitan if you say like cow beef.
Well, we had an advertising campaign down here saying, get some pork on your fork. So they never did mention which fork, but anyway.
Okay, random thought I had at the grocery store today. If cows flew, would we have to call it sky beef instead of ground beef?
Oh my goodness, I don't know.
You could cue the crickets there, I guess. So
no, yeah, it must be an American thing.
It didn't land. Just go on.
No. Well, actually, I think you just kind of blew a number of fuses in people's brains. Like, you know what? Oddly, that makes sense. Kind of like the reverse of, yeah, you park in a driveway and drive on a parkway.
Yeah.
I'm just in the background trying to figure this out. Every like couple times a minute, we just drop out audio-wise for a second on the stream. It's really fucked up. I just don't know what the hell's going on right now. Driving me crazy, though.
Oh, ground mince is mint. Ground beef is mint. Oh, I know what that means. Yeah, okay.
Okay, I just changed the setting. We'll see if I can make it go away. What else did we want to bring up? I lost my train of thought just as I came in because I was thinking about what I was trying to fix.
Well, can you bring up a news story, Dick? Because
well, not yet, but almost.
Okay, because you know, there was that one that was just like fucking hilarious the other day. I sent you, and just it's just worth reading the first few paragraphs of it because it's hilarious.
Okay, yeah, I don't have a screen grab or anything ready either yet with this whole switch over, so I wasn't quite prepared.
Wow, that bollocks is that idea up.
Yeah, I could probably figure out one in the background here, but I'm still trying to get this goddamn fucking this audio issue sorted. I still don't understand what's going on. On my side, I can't really see it. It seems to just be, you know, I'm not seeing any meters drop out or anything. It's very strange.
YouTube's new auto censor filter.
Yeah, it could be. Dick's talking. Mute it. Too much Arlo Guthrie? No, I'm not sure that could be a thing. Oh yeah, I have the turntable in the house connected up downstairs now. So I can, when we're doing like music nights and stuff, I can play vinyl as well now. It'll be cool. I hope it'll work though. I'm not so convinced right now with this performance here with the audio at the moment. I just can't figure out why it's screwing it up so bad. I don't know. We'll have to do some testing in the background as things go, you know. I'll have to try to figure it out. There's only so much you can do.
Insert random Windows update here.
Yeah. There. You guys didn't hear it, but I played the error sound.
That's about
the other thing.
Stuff like that. The damn graphics card shit I ran into while you were trying to getting Teams to work. So I had a cheap little graphics card that I could put in my system to just do encoding for like the avatar and stuff to help take the load off my system because it's a bit older. And they were both NVIDIA cards. You're like, okay, you just download NVIDIA drivers. No, apparently NVIDIA got rid of universal drivers, so now it's per architecture. So my 745 card kept crashing if I ran the 760 drivers. And then my 760 would crash when I ran the 745 drivers. So in order to fix it, I'm now running drivers from 2017.
Just crazy. You know, I mean, especially they're both 7 Series cards, and they both can't use the more updated driver. That's ridiculous.
Exact same architecture. The only difference is one has the NVIDIA encoder, hardware encoder, and the other card doesn't. So they're considered two completely different architectures.
That's insanity. Yeah. I am about to do my little run across the street because why the hell not? And then we can talk about a couple of the other things that we wanted to and whatnot. So we're going to let DKG tell us a story quick, and then we're going to, kick it into a bit more of a, move and groove type thing. I do want to cover a couple of things, though.
You didn't think about before the show.
I know, but I thought no, I already explained this. I thought I was going to be parenting after the show, but now I'm not.
Okay.
Right? I only found out after we went live.
We are going to be parenting you. Could
be. I mean, right now I'm in the middle of, about to snap because.
Well, run. Go buy your pop. Don't buy too many sweets, and don't talk to any strangers, and certainly don't punch anybody. Like you normally do when you go to a store.
I've had that as an issue once or twice now, haven't I?
Yeah. Don't talk to any strange men.
Yeah. Okay. 1 second. I'm just going to try making one more system setting change here. Okay, I just tried an audio setting reset, and we'll see if we can't get this little cutout to kick out, or I don't know, whatever. But okay, give me like 2 minutes. I'll just be as quick as I can here, and then we can settle in and get a little bit more fun happening. Hold on.
Righty. So, did anybody see in the news that there was a sweep at some I'm not even too sure what country it was in, but somewhere they managed to find $330 million worth of cocaine in a banana shipment. How big was that banana? Anybody there?
Do you have
I have no idea
idea?
what
I'm on my own on that one.
is, so I don't know if we're talking about, you know, how much fills a test tube or how much fills a semi here.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how the hell they replaced all the inside of the bananas.
Who ate all the bananas?
Yeah, poor bastard sitting over in the corner going, "No more, please, no more. Come on, just one, you can do it."
Well, I mean, it was going to be part of one of the news segments if we were going to do the headlines. And you see a picture, and it looks like a teeny tiny little port, because you got all the little packages laid out in they're like tiny little shipping containers, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, also like laid out into this car park. And you just want like little cranes with mice driving them, going around collecting all the little containers of cocaine. But then you'd have to take a lot of cocaine to actually imagine that happening, which I didn't do. I just had a banana. It might have been laced with cocaine. Who knows?
Oh, I just have a very disturbing thought. Didn't somebody say that Jet Monk might come on tonight?
Yes, that is a disturbing
if he's had those
thought.
bananas, we're in trouble.
Yeah, it might calm him down a bit. I don't know. Might be all right.
I don't know. I've been
bananas go numb, but go on.
What? I've been kind of messing around with those science denier flat earthers on Facebook. And funny story, an admin challenged me to post videos because I think he thought I've never released a video or anything. To challenged me to post videos of backing up what I was talking about. So in about 15 different posts, I posted in each post one video. And at the head of each post was, "As per admin so-and-so's demands, I am posting these videos." So needless to say, I essentially dumped pretty much all the videos for my channel into a single Facebook group. And I did it every couple minutes. Post one, wait a couple minutes. I even set a timer up. Timer would go off, I'd post another one. Then the timer would go off again, I'd post another one.
So the flatties had a lovely day.
So that poor damn admin's phone was probably going.
And your timer was a banana.
Oh,
yes, it was.
Yes, every banana I eat, I put another post up.
What made it worse was somebody to put in the comment on the post something about the group's new flag should be a waffle, and then he started posting these pictures of waffles. I was like, dude, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm hungry now and out of waffles. Thank you very much.
Oh my God.
I think pretty much all you need to do is Google blue waffle and it would fix your appetite for you.
No, thank you. It's a shame I don't have my cam on because I have this. I'm sitting here in my chair and the arms are open. So there's a nice, tiny little opening. And I get a big fat cat trying to squeeze his fat ass through the opening to crawl in my lap. Like, you're too big for that space. You're going to get stuck.
I am in my normal position here with my recliner with 1 foot folded under me and the keyboard balanced across my cat's back. It's the compromise we made for him getting lap time and me being on the computer. This has been going on for about 6 years this way.
Well, I mean, he keeps your lap warm. He stays warm, and you have a vibrate pad for your keyboard. Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. That's an awesome deal.
Yeah, the keyboard's kind of tippy, but we manage.
So we had a question from the chat from Sweet 70433, the sweetest of all numbers. At Shills, what is your favorite pie? Mipet.
Apple and berries.
Is that two pies?
No, the apple and the berries are all mixed in together.
And berries.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, my favorite's a key lime pie. It's like lemon and meringue, but it's lime instead of lemon.
Yeah. It's a weird one. I'm not. Yeah, never really got into that one, but yeah, I can get it. Loki.
Meat pie.
Meat pie.
Yep.
Meat pie. Meat pie. I think. Okay. Mine. My favorite pie is 3.1 from 4.2. Next question from the chat, please help us. Help us. We're dying here. We need questions from the chat.
Actually, Charlie Welch put in my favorite fruit-based pie. Yeah, strawberry rhubarb. Yep, I like rhubarbs. Rhubarb pies are fun.
I'd have to go with
my. I was to say my family grow rhubarb and make rhubarb crumble and stuff like that. But the only way you could make it decent was put so much fucking sugar in it that you couldn't taste the rhubarb. Yeah, go on.
Rhubarb's disgusting.
Yeah, my dad used to grow rhubarb, and I could never take the stuff. I go with the apple pie that's just got the crumble on top instead of an upper crust.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, the crumble's always.
When it comes to pie, cheese or ice cream?
Ice cream, definitely.
No, it's just got to be plain pie. Don't need any shit to go with it. Yeah.
I like ice cream, vanilla, but with a scoop beside my apple pie. I love that. I always found that the slice of cheddar cheese on apple pie to be an odd thing.
That's just weird. I mean, Americans been everything, so God knows.
No,
I knew that you would say that.
Hey, I'm living in the heart of the Dairyland, and I never understood putting cheese on pie.
Me either.
I've never even heard of it till now.
Really? Oh. A couple of not so happy shout outs. I don't know if CF Beauty wants to tell the news of the day there. You can let me know. And poor Skits just came down with fucking COVID. Skits Crasher. Oh no, buddy. Oh, that sucks.
Feel better. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, he's a shill, so what the fuck do you expect? We all fall apart.
Oh yeah, that's kind of a.
Well, he can't have come. He can't come all the conspiracy theorists on Facebook who've been talking about how they were right all along and COVID didn't exist.
Well, but you'll see that they were right all along that it didn't exist, but it was leaked from a Chinese lab.
Yes. I love that story. You brought that one up because I love that story. It came out by, what was it, the Energy Commission, whatever, it's long name. Energy Commission said, yeah, it came out of a Chinese lab with what did they call it? It's like minimal confidence. He's like, oh, it could have, but yeah, with little confidence, we believe it came from a Chinese lab.
Yeah, the virus that doesn't exist. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is reporting at the level of a rumor.
Yeah. Yeah, my sister's girlfriend, brother, Mark down the pub. Well, he said that COVID came from a Chinese lab, so it must be true, and he never lies.
Well, I mean, China and COVID both start with a C. There's a connection there.
Okay. Oops, I'm still fucking around in the background trying to make this goddamn audio system fucking play ball. I just disconnected one of my external audio interfaces because the audio guy, the musician, of course I have more than one. Fuck. Sweet. I hope Backmut is holding. I don't know as of right now, but holy fuck, I do. I hope they are.
Well,
were we gonna do like stupid questions around the table or something like that?
Well, I don't know about questions, but I do have another little tidbit of information that I read this week that is quite bizarre. Well, ants don't have a nose, but that doesn't stop them from sniffing out cancer. So ants can actually sniff out cancer. So thanks to an abundance of olfactory receptors on their antenna, the insects have an incredible sense of smell and they can use it to detect tumors.
Wow.
That's awesome, isn't it?
That's really cool.
So cancerous tumors release a distinctive version of chemicals and the ants can sniff out the compounds in urine and all sorts of things. Yeah, so
well,
they could be used. Sorry, Purple?
Some places have actually been using certain dogs trained to sniff out cancer.
Wow.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That they train the dogs on a cancerous tumor that they've removed from a patient, and then the dogs are able to tell which other patients have that same cancer.
Now, if a dog was going for to try to see if you had colon cancer, do they train it to sniff the balloon knot but not lick it? Because I mean, dogs, right?
Oh yeah, the dog will just climb right up in there.
Yeah, but it's quite specific things that, dogs, yes, they might sniff out different things than the ants sniff out. Do you know what I mean? They all have their own things. These are specific types of tumors but then it's a non-invasive detection method, which is the important thing.
Right. But how do the ants report back? Like, do they spell out letters? Like,
well,
yeah.
Well, don't you realize what you have telepathy? I'm sorry. Speak Loki. Loki, do you not speak? Haven't you told them? Oh my God. No, that there's been a lot of, studies and published thingies and all the rest of it. So don't make me read it all. But I just found that very, very fascinating. So,
Jen, I'm just hoping they have a dog trained to sit and not dig for the cancer. Yeah. Holy fuck there, Rufus. Take it easy. Jesus.
Yeah. Dogs are nature's ass detectors.
Yeah, that's not cancer butter.
God. Keeping it clean. Yeah, we're all about that. Yeah, so as we were saying earlier, we're gonna have to start re-uploading the episodes bleeped and cut into chunks. You can see why now, right? I mean, come on. Okay, Charlie Welch in the chat is starting to say that maybe that little audio in and out thing is pretty much better. And I do believe I have now figured out what the problem is. And it's an audio internal clock issue, and I know how to fix that. So I think I've got it. I think I got it. I can't fix it right now. I just put a Band-Aid on it, but you know, it's the internal clock, and I've got two different interfaces, and the clocks are fighting. I got to time them both to one. I'm talking to myself now, not you guys, unless you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you should get some get some out. They'll sort it out.
Well, I mean, Jim's just put in Jim's just put also hoping those dogs aren't trained for cancer and drugs.
Yeah, this guy's got colon cancer, and I know how he got it.
With a huge shipment of bananas.
Well, I mean, you got to put the bananas somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I put a band date on it. And during this conversation, I keep seeing images of the movie The Ant Bully. If you had a kid in like 2006 or 7 or whatever, you know the movie I mean. It was one of Nicolas Cage's greatest performances. No, really, like he's actually okay in it.
I fortunately missed that particular one.
It's pretty good. I got it in my Plex media server if you want the password for it.
Now, my two favorites are Them and Phase 4.
Alien. Weren't they just big ants?
No? In them, yeah, big ants. But Phase 4, they were normal size ants, but intelligent.
Oh, so it was like a prequel to Ant-Man.
No,
I think the tiny ants that are intelligent would be far scarier.
Totally. An army of small little ants like working together to do bigger tasks and then being able to get places and all kinds of like wow, you know.
Yeah, well,
if you're not seeing it, if you're not seeing the movie, find it because it's fucking brilliant. And you see all these ants in like big internal structures, but they're all like geometric shapes, and they're all lined up, and they're also like like armies. It's fucking incredible. Don't even know how they did it without super gluing ants down onto a surface to make them stay in the same place. It's fucking amazing.
Well, and fighting an army of ants would be almost futility because it's like no matter how many you kill, they can literally replace 1 million of them overnight.
Yeah. And like a few people in the chat were collective intelligence. They're almost like a distributed brain. Like what do they call that when a whole bunch of you know what I'm talking about.
The cephalopods have a decentralized nervous system.
Yeah.
It's like for an octopus, each of their legs actually has like a subbrain in it that it communicates with the main brain. But even if a tentacle's severed off, it can continue to swim and operate on its own.
Yeah, I love that stuff. I really, really do. Shania Caldwell in the chat was asking me, do you ever write or publish your thoughts, or do you mostly do live streams? Just curious. I like your style. Thanks. I did publish a couple of times. Once as an amateur in a Reader's Digest competition, and there's actually a local newspaper in my town, which I'm not giving the name out, that I have done a couple things for. But there's going to be some little commentary like videos coming up that are just like 5 to the channel on a somewhat more regular basis coming up. So that kind of content's actually coming to you pretty soon. Hope you like it.
And Tony can
I address?
That's it.
Can I address something? In the chat? Specifically, PJC net says bees are smart too. They communicate and direct others in the hive to where the pollen is. Hey, PJ, do you know something? Bees know the earth is a globe. their whole system is based on gravity and communications and basically the position of the sun and the moon. They know the Earth is a globe. You fucking flat Earth morons.
That's it. Bees are awesome. They're like I think they went to the Flashdance School of Communication or maybe Footloose because it's all about dancing. Those guys rock and roll, man.
Did you also know that bees in different countries speak different languages? An American honeybee would not understand the dances of a French honeybee.
Wow. Hey, we got Blue Neptune in the chat says I'm a beekeeper. Oh, cool. Right on. Zero. Bees are crazy smart. I really think they're neat.
Yeah,
they have this thing
that says in the chat, lol. You idiot.
They just do though, PJ.
Yeah. With us.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Hey, Skits, if you're feeling up to it, join the link, man. I love the idea that bees have different, languages depending on their geographical location. That's pretty amazing. That's evolution in motion right there, man.
Yeah, it's not just humans. A lot of animals, if they've been separated long enough, their languages will have developed differently.
Yeah. Yeah, bees are the bees.
I love the idea that some big different other dances to other bees is like, I'm doing a waltz. Well, I'm doing a tango. Can we dance together? No, sorry.
I wonder if bees ever go all break dance and have a little battle, when they meet up from different hives and they go, okay, who's got the moves, bitch?
Well, that's probably what the drones do when the queen's picking which one she's going to mate with.
Yeah. Johan Janssen, there's a guy in Sweden that tries to decode the bee language. I think that's the same guy that was on an episode of Through the Wormhole. And he uses information theory to figure out if there is real information being transmitted in the different communication styles of animals. And absolutely, positively, 100%. Dolphins convey information. There's no if, and, or but about it. It was unbelievably cool to see. Great episode. I think it's the same cat.
Yeah, I've watched quite a few bee documentaries and stuff. Fascinating.
I am fascinated by the way, different animals do communicate, and especially that some animals can do it over great distances. That elephants use subsonic harmonics, frequencies that are too low for the human ear.
Yeah.
And they have shown that groups of elephants can talk to each other up to 3 miles away. There's a lion coming through.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
It's amazing.
Sorry, I'm typing. I just need a second here.
And when they're doing the ultra low frequencies, most of it's carried through the ground. So rather than their ears, they're actually hearing through the pads of their feet.
Their feet, yeah. Oh God!
As far
Skits Crasher in the chat. Give the bees some Molly and have them rave.
Driving and Luton is saying dolphins have personal names, I believe, and they have shown that each whale has an individual call that they answer to the other members of their pod. So yeah, each whale does have a unique name.
Wow, that's really, really cool. There's some unbelievable stuff that we're almost smart enough to finally learn about the animal kingdom. It's really cool.
Well, I think it's that we finally started paying attention and finally gave not all being idiots.
There's a point there. Yeah, there is.
I think for the last several thousand years, we've just, gone on with this idea that man was supposed to rule over everything, and everything that's not human just wasn't really.
Well, if human history teaches us anything, Purple, we are unbelievable believers of dogma until somebody comes along and says, but why do we think this? Right?
Yeah, it's very hard to get people to question long-held beliefs.
Very much. Very much. I mean, think about how many of the old wives' tales you've heard on your life, only to finally get the internet when you're older and read them is just complete butt kiss and bullshit. It's funny. But it's true. You know, very much so. There was a thing here, if I can get it to come up. Yeah, speaking of, you know, humans and the human condition and everything, there was an article here. It's from The Guardian, and more than half of humans, period, are on track to be overweight or obese by 2035. Our modern day and age thing where, you know, exercise is no longer like a requirement in life. It's just one of those things you can do if you want. And our total cheap ass processed fast foods and prepackaged microwave crap and whatnot is not doing us any favors.
Well, unfortunately,
and tonight's show is sponsored by HelloFresh.
Whoa. Okay, whoa, you both went at the same time. Didn't hear anybody.
Go ahead, DK.
I was just saying, tonight's show fresh. No, never mind. Go Purple.
I was just going to say, I think COVID made it even worse because now these days you can get every restaurant in existence to deliver to your door.
Yeah.
You know, so people literally don't have to walk any further than from their couch to their front door to get anything they can imagine to eat.
Yeah. During the whole COVID thing, I'm in a lucky position in life. I'm in a smaller town. I have 3 large proper grocery stores within a 5-minute stroll of my front door, and a liquor store and a couple other places like a dispensary and whatnot. And during like COVID and all that stuff and whatnot, I didn't have to resort to like delivery and stuff hardly at all. And because I'm like 6'1", scruffy, long-haired guy, people don't crowd me, period, when I go places. They're like, holy fuck, you know? So I never noticed as all this delivery food and grocery and stuff started to proliferate how unbelievably bad the ripoff is. It was only just recently that I discovered that not only are you paying a service fee, a delivery fee, and so on top of everything, but literally everything on the skip the dishes menu is more expensive than it is on the actual menu at that restaurant or fast food place. I didn't catch on to that because I hardly used the services. And when I finally did catch on and do the math, oh my God, wow. But it's insane. The overpaid in price of just having something delivered. I mean,
yeah,
it's brutal.
Well, but at the same time, people who do the delivery have reasonable, wage for it.
I know. You know what clued me in was I recently was going to order pizza for Felix and I decided I would check the deals on Skip the Dishes before checking the pizza places directly. Every single thing on the menu is more expensive on the Skip menu. And I was like, well, why would I do that? So I started looking at McDonald's and the grocery store and whatnot, because I mean, I have the price of milk and stuff just memorized in my head. I go to shopping enough. Everything's inflated. I was just blown away. It's crazy.
Well, pizza used to be a religion, but it's not anymore. And there's a pizza place that, we go to, and it's literally twice as expensive to order it than it is to just go down there and collect it.
Yeah. Yeah. And the sad thing is, like ask anybody who does delivery, they get like a $3 fee for each order plus the tips. All the other money goes into the hands of the company to, just shell out to a few people at the top, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. Many years ago, I did the restaurant delivery for what was, a somewhat upscale rib joint. It wasn't just, delivering cheap stuff.
Right.
Yeah, and it was pretty much like you say that at the time I was only getting $2.50 per delivery, and they expected me to make it all on tips. And it's like these places that I'm delivering $100 meal to, half of them would stiff me on the tip.
Yeah. The whole idea of having a job where you get paid a pittance because, well, you're going to get tips is ridiculous. That's not a tip then. That's just expected wage. A tip is supposed to be, my God, I've been here 10 times, but tonight was amazing. Here's a tip.
Exactly. It's supposed to be a bonus for some exceptional service.
Yeah, but this thing happened in society a while back. I think it was during the late 60s into the 70s. But they talk about it in Tarantino's movie Reservoir Dogs. The dude says, hey, the waitress here, they make shit for a wage, without tips, they're screwed. And society took the burden on to make sure certain people had a fair wage. How did that happen?
Generally, the service industry as a whole, anybody in the service industry, when it comes to fair wages and stuff like that, they're always bottom of the list.
Yeah,
they're always the last ones to get it.
I did hear.
Go.
I did hear, Dick, something like about 2 weeks ago that Canada was introducing a bill into the national legislature to eliminate tipping.
Yeah, there's talk of actually, written in. And I don't know how like fine dining and stuff is going to work that way, because if somebody that's wealthy wants to be known as a good tipper to get really good service at their favorite restaurant, they should be able to toss extra on if they want. But that shouldn't be something that makes the employer then go, well, I don't have to pay you as much. I wonder how they're going to balance this.
Well, I worked at a restaurant and I was tossing extra onto the deliveries, but I got fired from that job.
Wow.
For the tossing of the extra.
Yeah,
never mind.
I was just gonna say,
never mind.
Yeah, that's the Eddie Murphy joke where the American guy goes in and makes fun of the Chinese guy when he's ordering his food, and the Chinese guy in the back is going, "Okay, yeah, I'll make a special wonton soup for you." I had to really edit that to even be able to say it. An old joke, you can't even do it now. No way.
Yeah, if someone's cooking you food, not insult them ever.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, did you hear the one about the Buddhist hot dog vendor?
Oh no.
There's a Buddhist guy with the hot dog cart, and this guy goes up to him and says, "Make me one with everything." And he gives him a $20 bill. And the guy gives him his hot dog, and the guy's just standing there as the hot dog vendor goes on to the next guy, and he taps him on the shoulder and he says, "Where's my change?" He says, "Change must come from within."
That's pretty good. Yeah, exactly. First and last there in the chat, cream of some young guy. I was about to go there, but
yeah, that was in Wayne's World.
Yeah. Wayne's World is just this unbelievable fest, rappy jokes that we used to tell when I was in like high school. It's hilarious. It was almost not even funny at times because I was like, yeah, I've said that so many times. It was almost a nostalgia movie.
But it's one of those movies that you could not watch if you were completely straight. You had to be buzzed or drunk for it to be funny.
Very much. Very much. I think that movie was Rob Lowe's road to redemption after being, you know, kind of washed out of Hollywood for a bit there. I can barely remember the story, but I think he creeped out on a few people and got himself in trouble or something. I don't fucking know.
It was also the movie that made the AMC Pacer famous, but too late to save it.
No, isn't it Gremlin?
No, they had a Pacer. They had the wide fishbowl. Yep. A Gremlin would have been too small.
I always thought it was a Gremlin, no?
Nope, it was a Pacer.
I should know this stuff too. I mean, you know, I'm a real car person, but...
Well, I know something about the AMCs because, yeah, my uncle worked at the AMC plant in Kenosha for like 45 years.
Oh, wow. Cool.
You know, started out on the assembly line and eventually moved up to a desk job.
Ah, cool. Yeah, 76 Papers says Welch. Yeah, I don't know. I thought for sure it was a Gremlin for some reason. I must be thinking of something else because there's been a few people to use those, you know, retro-y, more odd cars and things.
I learned to drive stick in a 72 Gremlin.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, William Kirchmayer in the chat. The only car with a passenger door bigger than the driver's door. Actually, I'm not sure that's true. I think it's been done one or two more times, but just not so obviously strangely because it was in the 70s into the 80s or whatever. You know, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I still have a mental image of them rocking out in Wayne's World. And for some reason, I even have this image of that cut back end and everything. Where am I getting that from?
Yeah, no, because it had all the curved
movie.
Windows. The Gremlin was much more rectangular.
Oh, I know the cars. Like I could draw them. I can't draw very well, but I distinctly know the shape of the two cars, and that's why I'm so blown away at me getting it wrong.
About you getting a car wrong.
Yeah, you know, not usually. Johan Johansson, my Subaru has lots of gremlins. I hope it's a newer Subaru and you don't have the head gasket issue. If you do, make sure you check that coolant. Check your rad. Pop it open once a month and look for Milkies. Oh yeah, I love Subies though. Great cars, awesome.
I have Subaru Legacy. Yeah, I love that car.
Mm-hmm. I turned my ex-wife on.
Sorry.
Oh, I turned my ex-wife onto Subarus when she first got her license, and she had a Honda CR-V, which was a joke. She had a Lexus RX 350, which was a good vehicle, but she didn't seem to like it. And then she got Subies, and that's all she's driven since.
Yeah, the only time my Subaru Legacy went out on me was it broke the timing belt, which apparently had been the original belt, and it broke at 260,000 miles.
Holy shit, it should have been changed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we were surprised when the dealer record and couldn't find any record of it ever being changed.
Oh my God. Did you get away with being able to just put a new one on, or did you have like lunched valves and stuff? I mean, that's an interference engine. It could have taken it right out.
Yeah, no, surprisingly, all we needed to do was replace the belt, and she was okay for about another 40, 50,000 miles after that.
Wow, that's so lucky. Oh, my God.
I know that when it happened, I was reading about that a lot of them, that if the belt goes out, that it could send the rockers right through the top of the piston.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could have the piston and the valves smashing and all kinds of shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Hold My Beer says, yeah, I've had 3 Subies and they've all blown the head gaskets. Exactly. It was a real thing for them up until I think about 2009. I'd have to double check, but I think it's 2009 with the Subies. But that's North America. In Europe, it could have gone on even longer. I'm not sure. It depends on the engine and the revision of it and stuff. We're getting a little technical on engines here, and if I'm not careful, I could take that way too far. Way too far.
What a wankle.
you just did it. I could do that all afternoon. I have to be stopped. I have to be stopped. Tell us about your wankle, DK.
Okay, I gotta step away for a few minutes now.
That's not a wankle. That's more of a rubbin. I gotta hit the. I gotta see a man about a horse. Give me a second here. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Yeah. You don't see this with Stephen Colbert.
Well, or us. I mean, you and I, what the fuck? We seem to just get left here all alone. Are you still here, Loki?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm out of coffee. Does anybody have a banana?
No, I think
it's
Dick
right
took
next to my
over those
wankle.
with him too. Jesus. Bit rude. Oh, they're telling us in the chat about their... Hold my beer. I've had a wankle too. Wish I knew what a wankle was.
Well, there's only two things that could be. One is on a porn channel and the other one is an engine.
Oh, okay. They've been talking about cars, so I would suggest that it would be an engine. Like, yeah, I've got no idea about cars. Thanks, William. Yeah, I've done that before.
It's like a ute, a car, but classy.
Okay, I gotta say something here. I heard all that whining when I went up the stairs quick there. Oh my god, we're on a live stream and we have to fucking talk. Wah wah. Seriously, guys, I heard more fucking crying and whining when Santa Claus shit his drunken pants at the mall. Come on.
says you're right. Says you're right, you splitter.
Exactly.
You know what Dick did? He went off and just started a new stream somewhere else on his other channel. He's just doing another stream somewhere else. That's all he's doing when he's going getting beers, and he's just like, I'll be back in a second. I just got to do this other stream, but fuck them. They don't know what to talk about. But on his real stream, go check him out.
My real stream was
channel,
upstairs,
Dick.
but I muted for it. Oh man. Yeah, big time, Shania. Did you hear that crap? The whole thing fell apart as soon as I muted off for a second. I mean, holy. I'm gonna hire Shania, and what she's gonna do is give you all a fucking lesson or two. She's gonna pick out my best moments and say, see, that's what you gotta do. Right here, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be we're gonna charge you for it, but it's mandatory.
I could say something, but I'm not. I'm being good.
Yeah, that's a first. Oh, yeah, right. I am saying it wrong. Sorry, you're right. I have an issue where I have to get a prescription, and I've got the YouTube chat on my smaller screen. Shayna. Is that it?
Shayna.
Shayna Caldwell. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, Shayna. Okay.
Yeah, no, I've totally been screwing that up. I'm sorry. I'll try to get it right better. I'm a squinty old man type, I don't the avatar is a joke. I'm much more scruffy old man than that. Yeah, Shayna. Okay, sorry. I guess it's the Canadian in me, Shania, right? It just instantly came out.
Yeah, you're squinty because of all the too many wankles.
Start me up.
From the Shilliots.
Yeah. There was let me see if I can get this up here. I said that. Yep, I did. BetterHelp, they're a website that does online counseling and whatnot. When they said they were not going to, they did share customer data while promising it was private. And they actually shared it with Facebook and so on and whatnot for marketing purposes. And this is an online counseling company, right? So you're bearing your soul for things that you need real help with, emotional support, so on and whatnot. And these guys have been fucking you over in the background the whole time, selling your information. And you know what their fee, their fine might be from the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission? $7 million. That's it. 7.8 million to a modern company that makes like real revenue and stuff is fucking chicken feed.
If it's being a therapy service, I wonder if down the road we won't start hearing some civil cases of families suing them for loved ones who decided to end themselves when they found out their information wasn't private.
That's right. Oh, it's coming, Purple. It's going to get ugly for sure. Oh, yeah. God, I hope it doesn't get too ugly to the point where, you know, we do end up losing people over it. But, you know, some people right now are going to be thinking to themselves as they hear this, is that why I always see like, you know, pills for antidepressants and you know, and whatnot in my ad feed on Facebook? They sold me out, you know? That's scary shit, man. That I don't like that. I really
kind
do
of company to do that.
Yeah, like if they're going to get fined for doing this, they should literally get fined 3/4 of their entire operating profits over the last 4 years. Like they should be basically broken as a company for this. You can't do that. You just can't.
Well, you know, and in general, this is why fines that are set fees, you know, never work. The fines should always be proportional to the person or the company's income.
Oh, big time, big time. And they never are.
Sweden does that for everything. Sweden does that for traffic tickets.
Yep.
And
my God. Speeding in Sweden.
In Sweden was some guy got fined like $326 million for a speeding ticket.
Yeah. Yeah. The in Sweden, it's balanced on who you are so that, you know, rich people can't just go, oh, who cares? I'll pay the $1,000 fine. Right. Yeah. It's a really good system.
Yeah, because the way businesses and shit operate in a lot of countries, especially the U.S., it's cheaper to just pay the fine than it is to actually fix the problem.
Yeah, it happens with car recalls all the time. If a car company knows they have an issue, but the expected legal fees and whatnot is way lower or even somewhat lower than dealing with a recall, well, they just balance the books and say, fuck it, we'll deal with it then. You know, Wow. Johan Jansen in the chat there. My speeding record is 345 kilometers an hour. That is some seriously impressive shit. How the hell did that even happen? Wow. Holy fuck, man.
Get up to that.
Yeah, well, if you were in a Bugatti Chiron or something, you could do that. But that's some serious speed, man. Holy fuck.
Well,
that's like a true story.
I just go and park up on the equator. I'm doing a thing, you know, no worries.
Flat Earth joke.
But we have the roads to be able to do that speed. You guys don't necessarily have the roads for it.
If your roads are littered with kangaroo across it all the fucking time, you don't want to hit a kangaroo at 350 kilometers an hour.
Can you imagine?
God, you guys think fucking kangaroos are everywhere, don't you? Jesus.
Well, they are down there, aren't they? I heard one's about to get elected to office.
Well, you probably do a better job than any fucker that's in there now.
I was just going to say,
I don't do politics, so
yeah, I'd be better off than the British head of lettuce. Shayna Caldwell in the chat had a good question. What VPN can be trusted? Now, that is a damn good question because over time, we have seen in the tech industry, myself, I'm been a tech support thing. That was my life for a little while and whatnot. I'm pretty good with this stuff. We have seen a couple of VPNs even not be 100% and whatnot. Yes, the snark, Simon Dan advertises NordVPN, but he also advertised that titles thing from some complete scam. So, but NordVPN do seem to be pretty good. When it comes to just quickly needing a VPN, then it's nothing too dramatic if you just need to like access news from a different location or so on. I actually recommend the Opera web browser because it's got a free built-in VPN that works really well, but it's not system-wide. It's off your browser. So there is a consideration there.
Yes, it sort of works every now and then. I've tried using it, but But then I don't know what the hell I'm doing anyway. I don't even know why. Why do we need these VPNs? Doesn't really make any fucking sense to me unless you just like trying to
it makes
in other countries.
No, not even. I get paywall blocked from some American news sites where Americans don't get paywall blocked because the advertising is specifically to Americans. So a VPN helps me right there and then to do the Uncalled For show on Sunday because sometimes Amy and Claire want news articles I can't even open.
Yeah. No, that's where it kind of like makes easy source. Definitely.
Yeah, or if I want to watch in Formula One, Ted Kravitz's roundup at the end on Sky Sports F1, I have to be in the UK, otherwise it won't even play for me. So that works well too. But let me back in. Sorry, Purple, 1 sec here. I didn't realize. Oh, it doesn't do a pop-up. I have to look for this little dot in people. Okay, so there's going to have to be a rule. Now that we're using Teams, everybody on the Shills, you got a PM in the green room, so I know. Damn. Okay. What do you know?
Pretty high.
You back in? Look at that. It even repopulated your small one up at the top and everything. It is smart that way. It's not bad.
Well, remember I told you I was balancing the keyboard on the cat's back?
That didn't work out so well.
When the cat stands up, random keys get pressed.
You're kind of like Louis Rossman, the guy who does all the repair and right to repair. Cat laying on him when he does the stream. It's funny. I like that guy a lot. He's a really big warrior. Yeah, he's Louis Rossman's a really big warrior in right to repair movement. Like he funds what are those guys called that go into the political area and try to convince you that shit should be their way?
Lobbyists.
God damn it. Lobbyists. Yeah, he funds lobbyists. He goes to the Congress hearings and the whole 9 yards. He's amazing. And he's really fighting for the average person. It's really, really cool. He's awesome.
He's also a bit of a cock, actually.
You just have to every time, don't you? You can't let something run without that. Okay, why?
No, don't mind. No, just no, I'm not going to go into it. But
why not?
It's interesting because I don't have the details in front of me, so it wouldn't be fair to. I'm just all right. Okay. I'll shut up.
No, but normally you always get but he's a bit of an asshole from people that use Apple computers. Because he really dumps on Apple big, but he's not wrong. Some of their hardware decisions and stuff are stupid, right? He's not wrong.
No, he does. Yeah, you're right. Dump on Apple for the right reasons.
Yeah, and sometimes he doesn't play fair, like calling out Apple for the whole, RAM on the SoC. You can't upgrade your RAM anymore. Well, yeah, that's true, but we have this unified architecture in Apple now, which really kicks ass and stuff, and it does have a benefit. And you can't have that without it being part of the chiplet die of the CPU system on a chip. And I've probably lost half of you right now because you don't know what I'm talking about anymore. But it's one of those trade-offs, right? it really works well, but it sucks because you can't upgrade it later. Right?
Oh,
No, but you know
the new Mac Pros. Oh, what they're going to do with that? That's fucking insane.
Can't wait.
I'm assuming by ram you are not meaning a sheep with large horns.
No, not at all. No, this is definitely nothing to do with those that live in in Wales.
Have you seen how thin those Macs are? Stuffing a sheep inside one of those.
But you know, there's if we wanted to get technical, I'll say one thing and then we'll drop it. The new Apple Silicon is amazing. It may not be a gamer's Nexus yet, but oh my God, it's capable if somebody would just write the fucking games. That's the truth. I don't care about gaming. I only care about production and creativity and stuff. But you know, kind of my thing.
That's one of the interesting things. That is one of the interesting things of YouTube channels that do concentrate on Macs. And they do keep talking about gaming on Macs, but most people who use Macs, they're just not into gaming. They're just not using it for that. You know, if you're gaming, buy a fucking PlayStation or get a PC. You know, that's what gaming's for.
It's a common thing, DK. Ask your average Macintosh household, what do you play your games on? And they either have a PS or an Xbox or whatever. They don't, you know, why would you bother a Mac for gaming? Because they're always 20% shittier, if not more. And it's not because a Mac can't handle a good game. It's because they're shitty PC ports over to the Mac, and nobody cares to get it really good because there's just not that many people buying them.
Yeah. I always thought it was interesting to buy a Windows machine. What does it come with? Minesweeper or Solitaire? What does Mac come with? Chess.
Yeah, and
like built in.
You remember the original chess that first came out with OS 10, like the first versions? It was so polished and beautiful looking. It looked like you were sitting in a nice place with a good chessboard. And then you open Minesweeper and it's like, Windows 3.1. It was so bad.
Yeah, I know. I don't think they've changed that chess program since OS 10, but, you know,
no,
let them off.
Well, there's code in Windows during the Reagan era.
Beat it. Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I do believe the Linux Foundation, you know, Linux computers, they serve most of your websites and whatnot and so on and so forth. Linux is just proposing a very big deal. Now in Linux, you know how if you're not a Linux user, probably most you aren't. You know how if you buy the desktop is the Mac desktop. If you buy a Windows computer, you get Windows. It's the same damn desktop look, no matter what computer you buy. Well, in the Linux world, there's a few different desktops you can run. GNOME, KDE, so on and so forth. The different people that put together these different desktop environments are about to consolidate to one unified app store. So it would be like going to the Windows App Store or the Mac App Store. It would just simply run on your machine. I think that is one of the things that will help bring Linux to the desktop of more users. I mean, if you think about it right now, Linux is ready for your average user. What does your average user do? They install Chrome for 3/4 of their computing experience. Well, Chrome's the same on Linux. And you install a couple other ancillary apps like to, you know, maybe play Plex or, you know, play some video or yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. But your average doesn't do much outside of a web browser anymore. And Linux is amazing. And you don't have to worry about Microsoft tracking you and all that kind of shit and yada, yada, blah, blah. I mean, I think it's time.
Well, the biggest complaint for decades for trying to get people to switch over from like Windows to Ubuntu or something like that was always the user interface. It's always been the user interface that has been the short end of the stick for using those operating systems. So them getting together, all the desktop designers getting together going, hey, let's actually have, a nice base desktop that everybody can run and get used to. Yeah, that will be a big difference because you'll get, okay, so you try Ubuntu that has their desktop. So you try you try Red Hat. Well, they have a desktop, but it's not the same desktop that you're used to over on Ubuntu. And then you switch to another distribution and it's all the same thing.
And there's also app incompatibilities between them. So this will be great. I really think it'll, like, as far as I'm concerned, the Chrome OS shouldn't exist. It should have just all. I don't get it, but it'll be great for saving older laptops and stuff. I mean, holy God, does it run fast? It would be really cool. But anyway, enough too much technical, maybe. You never know. There was one other thing I wanted to bring up. Oh yeah. So Elon Musk Elon Musk's company, what the hell is it called? Neuralink. They're talking about, like, implanting chips in the brain and whatnot, and right. The Americans have just slammed the door on it last year, about a few months ago, and they were like, there is no way we are clearing you to arbitrarily in people's brains. And I wonder if that slamming of the door is also in the background, although not so publicly known, also a part of some of the stock troubles Elon's having, because he just seems to be stepping in poop every time he turns around right now. I wonder. I mean, you can't start a company up and just go, you know what, we're going to, come up with all these crazy cool things you can bet in your brain and make things better. From the same guy who's got the rocket company that has blown up how many rockets trying to get them all right and stuff. Nobody's just going to go, yeah, dude. Or you're the guy who threw the brick through the window of the fucking unbreakable window on your truck release. And you know what I mean? Like, this was ridiculous. And I'm not sure I'd even let somebody in my home if they had his fucking chips in their head, Fucking insane. Thank God that got blocked. Can you imagine? Oh yeah, I ordered a new Tesla. I got myself one of those killer power walls, and tomorrow some guy from the south of France is showing up to put chips in my fucking head.
Well, they weren't exactly in people's heads or anything like that. There was good reasons for it.
Oh, the reasoning behind it is great, but his petition to be allowed to do it had such lacking of empirical data. They were like, "Are you out of your fucking mind?"
Well, what were his actual claims at this point? What was the chip supposed to, give to people who had it?
Oh, they were going to be able to help the paralyzed walk again, the blind see, and so on. Like, oh, grandiose, just almost vaporware-like claims. If you don't know vaporware, that's when a tech company announces something that they are not even close to ever bringing out. We got a big shout out to do. Skitscrashter has gifted 5 Shills memberships. All right, Skits, way to go, buddy. Here, let me see if I can trigger the dragon. Oh, and it comes up with that shit. What the hell happened? What the hell did you do, Streamlabs? I would never allow such a horrible graphic. What just happened? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Here, hold on.
Well, can I just say those were gifted to Tony Regime, Han Jansen, Michelle Ferguson, Loretta, and Janine to Blanche.
To Blanche.
Is that
yeah.
To Blanche? Now I just would like to say once again, these are done randomly by Streamlabs. There is no, I'm the best, I want to put it on this person and this person. It is a random thing. So congratulations to those 5 people, and Skits, thanks very much.
Yeah, I just keep shocked at how horrifically bad that animation is. I mean, for the love of God, Holy fuck, Streamlabs. Wow, poor Fluffy indeed, Jen. What happened? I mean, holy fuck. Here, hold on. This out. There's got to be a way to fix this. Let's see here. Streamlabs Ultra Gift. Is that what that was? Oh my God. What just happened? Look at that fucking stupid thing that just came up. Wow. Okay. What was that even?
While you're screaming at Streamlabs, tell them to fix my goddamn bots that have never worked.
Oh. What happened? Where's Fluffy? I want Fluffy. There we go. Audio. I don't want audio. Go away. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I'll save this and excuse me. We'll test this now. What do I do? Test. There's Fluffy. All right. All right. So if I go back to recent events, we can do this correctly. Let's see. And I get that. Let's see here. No longer have the option of showing the original gift thing because Streamlabs has taken it away. I swear to God, I have not had enough beer to deal with this, Streamlabs. The fuck are you doing?
We saw Fluffy for about a second.
I know. Where the hell, Fluffy? Come back.
I keep telling you, Dave or Dick, you know, you got to skip the beer. The whiskey gives it to you in a more concentrated punch. It gets it into your system faster. You're not pissing it all out as fast as you're taking it in.
Yeah. I think you're right. It's just so bad. Okay.
So I know what happened. I know what happened. All this work we were doing before the show while you were screaming, yelling, and bitching at Microsoft goes, "Hey, Streamlabs, get a load of this guy." And Streamlabs goes, "Oh, I know what we can do to make his night better."
You're not wrong. Oh, okay. So members must be wrong here too. Okay, so let's go to there. God, why is this? How has everything changed up?
I think Loki's onto something. I think your operating system has become self-aware and wants to get you back for all the swearing you've done computers for all these decades.
There's Fluffy.
There we go.
Fluffy, woo.
All right, so now I can do this one, and we get Fluffy. There we go. Woohoo! All right. Okay. Yeah, it works. The timing is wrong. I have to fix that. I don't know, but you know, there we go. Okay. We got our dragon back. You'll notice there's no closed caption under the screen like normal tonight. That's because I totally forgot that I wouldn't be able to get it from Meets, and I have to do something about that. And guess what? I'm not doing it right now. Do it later. Bucket.
And Charlie Welch just sponsored, so welcome. Well, you're in the family anyway, so.
I know that was just me hitting buttons in the background to get things to trigger for testing. Yeah.
We love Charlie anyway, so.
Yeah.
There you go. What else?
That's the weird thing Streamlabs does. That's the weird thing that Streamlabs does. If somebody gives us a member message, you know how you can do those member messages, and I trigger it in Streamlabs, all it says is so-and-so became a channel member. And some people in the chat are like, I've been one for like 24 months or something. Yeah. Streamlabs has got to fix that one. It's stupid. It can't figure it out. I don't know what's going on. But they are useful. You know, it does come in handy. There has been talk about killing a few of the games because sometimes the games are too much of the live chat and it annoys people that actually want to talk. What do you guys think in the live chat? Put a 1 in the chat if you like the games, the Streamlabs games the way they are, and put a 2 in the chat if you think they get in the way too much and we should turn them down. That's a good thing. We've never actually asked. We've had the debate a few times. You know, we could also do a thing where we use the points so you can cash them in on like Shills merch and stuff to get a discount. I think that's what we're supposed to be doing. I'm not even sure, to be honest. Yeah.
I wanted to get the bot working for my channels because if I start to do the all sky camera stream again, having games in the chat as it goes through the night kind of thing, it'd be kind of fun. But yeah, that damn bot.
Did we call out all the memberships? Did we end up calling out all the memberships that were gifted there? Did we get them all? Yeah, we did, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe I jumped in like freaking out about the fluffy alert and stuff. Yeah, no, hold my beer. I don't play the games either. I don't really understand them. What I do is I go into Streamlabs every now and then and just give myself more points so that if I ever play, I have as much as the other people. But that's the funny thing. I can just add points to anybody. Oh, that's another thing. We've got to remember, guys, our points thing is like still based on like the heist and whatnot is still based around flat earth jokes. I bet half of our viewers don't even get them anymore. We got to fix that.
Yeah, it's still using the names of flat earthers who aren't very active anymore.
Yeah. We pick on a few people that aren't even around, right?
So we put that on the list, Stick?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, okay.
I could see toning down the games, like you've got heist on like a 10-minute timer,
Okay.
So I could see just doing the same thing that just, have all the commands, on a timer so people can't be using them as much, but they would still be there.
Yeah. Maybe that's the idea. Just slow it down. But we could also
for me, it became.
Yeah. Whoa! Somebody's got a truck going by. DK muted. So yeah. But I find sometimes that people are trying to chat in the chat and the oh yeah, the dog. Okay, yeah, here I'll do the dog there, dude. Yeah, there we go. But I do find that sometimes the games get in the way of people's conversation. That's the troll dog. You troll in our chat and you get shit on.
But why did we need dogs for that? Wasn't that Monkey's job?
Yeah, we'll just slow the games down, I think. Yeah, Facty, you and Jen and I, we got to go into Streamlabs and properly rewrite some of this shit because a bit of it's a little bit fucked up. Definitely. I'm not 100. Yeah, we'll figure it out because that has to be dealt with for sure. Some of them just don't make sense anymore. We should talk about we're going to be doing a little fundraising again this month. The whole month's going to be a fundraiser in the background. Myself, I got a government issue with some of the money that I get towards my son's autism intervention and stuff being in limbo and whatnot, and I can't let that stuff slack. It's very important. So there's a couple of bucks that could be used there. There's another person in the team with a special needs kid that's in the same spot. We got a couple other people that are really close just on some bills and whatnot due to inflation, COVID after Christmas and whatnot. And we're going to do a little push and just see if we can't get a couple of people into a way more comfortable situation. there's a couple of people that could use a slight tech upgrade and stuff to make sure that we're putting our best foot forward and whatnot. And, you know, it all comes together to be a little bit much at times. It's one of the reasons why we're going to switch the membership over to Patreon, because we get more money out of it and whatnot. And, you know, we just got to, you know, get a few things polished and solidified to make sure everybody's like cool and styling. So we're going to get that kicked in. It'll be, directly into us at our Streamlabs donation link. I don't know if Streamlabs is even posting that in right now, because Streamlabs is such a fucking bitch at times. Let's see here. I'm trying to look through right now. I don't know if it is or not. I have no idea. I'll check after. You know, we're not worrying about it tonight so much, but it's one of those things coming up. We've got to get a few people squared away and stuff so that, you know, everybody's on top, ahead, and just, you know, properly riding a wave that's a little bit more comfortable, rather than, oh my God, I am 2 weeks away from absolute disaster.
Okay, gentlemen and lady. sorry, Bevel. I'm taking the executive decision of everyone shut up. It's time to finish the show, because it's 2 hours and we're pushing it for the algorithm.
Oh, so, yeah, but this isn't so there was no concern about this. We tonight was more about just hanging out with everybody.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah.
What,
yeah.
The algorithm penalizes you for having a show more than 2 hours?
Yes, they don't like over 2 hour things.
Yeah, anything over 2 hours, way less recommended feed. They like it to end inside of 2 hours. Right, but this show isn't even monetized. We don't care. You know, this was
probably
more just
another
hanging out with
reason my
everybody.
channel never got anywhere.
Oh, it took us a while to learn that too. But it's a big thing. You want to end at about an hour 35, hour 40, 45 tops. It gets way better push afterwards.
Yeah, when Lavender Lady and I got on together, we tended to do shows that ran 8-9 hours.
Yeah, see, YouTube buries them big time.
Yeah, the show's usually 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah, what you could really think of there, Purple, is end it at an hour 45 and redirect right to your own after show and start up again. You'll get way better numbers.
Yeah, I've never really been concerned about numbers. Just kind of curiosities to me, nothing more.
Yeah,
I have no illusions about ever being monetized.
You never know, though. All it takes is one thing to catch on, and all of a sudden, right? You know, it's crazy the way YouTube does it. You never know what they're going to grab onto and decide is cool. Holy fuck.
Yeah, but I've been going for 5 years, and I've got nowhere near 1,000 subscribers yet.
Yeah, but, you know, like tags and stuff and whatnot, you know, start following some of those rules a bit more, and I think you would. But, you know, it's one of those things, right?
Well, I never know about, you know, what tags to use or anything like that.
Yeah, a lot of people use them wrong. I saw somebody today and their own information. That doesn't help people with search. Tags are about search. You should be putting in things like parody song and blah, blah, and whatnot. But, you know, we could turn this into a lesson, but that's probably not public consumption. You know,
parody song, you know, like Dolly Parton's.
So, let's see here. There was a couple other topics I wanted to go into, just little things, show and whatnot. I was going to type a text thing up, and I didn't, and now I'm struggling because I didn't. Later, sweet.
We have on the list. Hang on, let me just grab it. The Discord. and the social club.
Yeah, there could be some changes coming up to that as well. There's also going to be a Patreon members room. There's a couple of streamlines coming up. Ozzy Osbourne sound-alike content. Interesting.
Absolutely.
We did have an idea to do a karaoke singing night because there's a service you can use to sync the audio and everything, right? So, that might be a cool thing. Karaoke is one of those things, though. You can either tolerate shitty singers or you can't. I'll get drunk to make it fair because I can kind of sing. So I'll get drunk, and then that way it'll be horrible.
Yeah, when
I'm
we
sorry,
lived in
sir.
Michigan.
I'm sorry, sir, but even the auto tune is telling me to tell you to get the fuck off the stage.
When we lived in Michigan, Sloth Girl was a bit of a local celebrity because she was one of only like 3 people on the karaoke circuit who could actually sing.
Sometimes when you're at karaoke and you got a whole bunch of clowns jumping up and it's all funny, and then somebody gets up and that can actually sing, you're like, holy fuck, okay, this is odd. Because you're not ready for it, right?
Oh, when they announced she was coming up, the whole bar would go quiet.
Yeah.
People would actually stop and listen.
Yeah. Driving and looting. I'm not allowed to do karaoke until the court order lapses. That's funny.
Yeah, William weed and cough drops.
Oh man. What was it called? I got to do a quick Riley break here. Somebody will explain that. So I'll be right back. Hold on. Somebody explain Riley break.
I think a gentleman would be better to explain that rather than us.
I don't know. I say screw it and we talk about something else.
Sounds good to me.
Well, it's a good opportunity to say what we really think of Dick now.
Yeah, seeing he's too far away from the mic to yell at us.
This is true. I mean, we'll only get in trouble.
Well, with any luck, he was listening to it on his headphones and he can't even hear us now.
Well, he does. I think he has to go upstairs, so I could be wrong. Riley, hold my beer, God. Them's fighting's words.
I'll donate towards that name change.
Yeah.
Let's see, how much does it cost to get a name changed? I think I have a couple pennies around here.
Yeah, my ex got his last name changed. I don't know how much it costs.
In the U.S., it varies state to state. In Minnesota, it's about $75 for the court fees.
In Canada, I don't know if this is like just a loophole or what, but if you change your name without trying to impersonate somebody else, just like, use a different name, as long as you report your taxes to the same SIN number, that's what we call it up here, not Social Security or whatever, the government doesn't even care. And your bank and everything will instantly start like cashing paychecks under that name and whatnot, because it's all fine and legal. You don't actually have to file the paperwork. It's just that they won't give you the new name on your driver's license. So good luck explaining it to people. But yeah. True fact. It's weird because, you can just decide that your name is now Jason and it's totally fine. It's weird.
Yeah, that's weird. But then what do you expect from Canadians?
Drunkenness, lots of weed.
Yeah, we
Maple
already
syrup?
got that. You didn't. I was going to say you didn't scroll back at all, did you? But anyway.
Scroll back at all? What do you mean?
Well, it doesn't matter.
In Sweden, it's illegal to change to an Icelandic last name. Is that just like a national prejudice thing?
Here.
I think it's in Denmark. You only have a list of something like 5,000 names that you are allowed to name your child. If you want something different or it to be spelled different or something like that, you used to have to apply to the government to ask if it was okay if you could name your child that particular thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
They should be doing that in North America, because we have some parents in North America that didn't feel special, whatever the trip is, and now they're making up these ridiculously new modern names for their children because they're living vicariously through them. It's kind of weird. Does anybody know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. And the real problem is that they don't consider that the kid's going to be, stuck with this name until they can get it changed.
Yeah.
That these can cause the kids some real problems getting into their adult life or trying to, get a start at their career or whatever.
Yeah. Like I've seen some kids with some pretty oddball names these days, and you can tell people are just to their neighbors or their friends. Oh yeah, you think you came up with I'll do and blah blah. No. Think of the kid, not your own Facebook posts. I just find it odd.
So what actually does is it makes those the hippie era names normal. So now your kid, oh yeah, your kid is named Rainbow, Sunshine, whatever. Oh, you're fine. Now this person over here with this name I can't even fathom. No, that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's odd. Like William in the chat says, well, he had a couple ones. He said in one, where is it here? For names, Moon Unit and Dweezil, like from the Zappa family, right? But another one he had was, I used to believe my name was Hey Asshole.
Yeah. Well, what happens if you marry someone and you take their last name, for instance, King, just for instance, and the woman's name is Shay. So Shay King, that's probably really, there's various other ones I'm obviously, but it's not her fault,
Exactly.
But yes, you do have to then take in consideration what the kids' names are going to be. So
it's they're from my high school. When I was a freshman in high school, grade 9, there was this chick in grade 12. Her first name was Crystal, and her last name was Lear. Like a Lear jet, right?
Yeah.
And her full name, her middle name, I shit you not, was Shanda. Yeah. So her full name was Crystal Shanda Lear. Yeah. And she wasn't even like from the rich Lear jet family. So she didn't, she couldn't even say, yeah, fuck you, eat cake or whatever to people. She had to take it.
Well, when we had started planning our wedding, I noticed that on the Minnesota marriage application for the marriage license, it said bride's name, groom's name you will be known by after the ceremony. It did not say anywhere that this had to be either of your names before that point. So we were trying to make up a new one. One of the ones we were considering was McSvenssonsky, which is basically just saying son of in 4 different languages.
Oh, I love it. But
there was a funny there was, speaking of names and stuff, there was a funny old episode of that KRP in Cincinnati, and the commie hating news guy was referring to a Russian, and he says, so what's your name again? And somebody says, what's your name? And the news guy pops in and he goes, Papa C. It was fucking awesome. It suits, modern life right now, right? What's your name? Vladimir. What's your last name? Son of a beachy. But names can be funny stuff. That's for sure. We might have to end this soon and take it over to Shills U, where we could or something and fuck around if we want to too.
Okay. Yeah, we could hop over to the other channel.
Yeah, we can't take this one too far. We can do swearing and everything. We can talk about artificial anal insemination and why it won't work all we want, but we can't play the copyrighted music and get the channel in that much shit.
Well, I should actually.
Oh my God.
For...
Oh, sorry. Seals account in the chat says today Alex Murdaugh, attorney, said that Alex stole from cripples. Oh my God. But I hear he got life in prison. So, hey, Alex, don't drive, bitch. Fuck you, buddy. It's just, so good. But yeah, maybe we should go to, and what we'll do is we'll kill Microsoft Teams and we'll go back to, we can't go back to Meets because I'd have to pay them. But I want to be able to send you guys the audio in the background, and it's not working right now because it's a total bitch fest. Holy fuck. What do you think, DK? What should I just use like the free meets or something just to kind of get through, or should I try Video Ninja? Oh, he's not there, I guess, or something. Okay.
I have no idea.
Well, if you do the free meets and you run out of time, you can generate a new link while you're in meets and then just bounce over to the new link after the hour runs out. Yeah,
but then you got to redo all your window grabs and stuff in OBS. It's such a pain in the ass. Yeah. Fuck. I got to sort this audio thing out in Teams, because if I send you guys the audio back right now, it's better than Meets, like for listening to music, but at the same time, we'll get that nasty shit that I have to keep fixing every time, right? That fucking distortion shit that Oh, hey, First and Last says, hey, is porn guy still in Romanian jail? Yeah, that's Andrew Tate, that human piece of fucking shit that walks upon the earth. Yeah, he's still in there. The Romanians keep dragging it out for another 30 days and another 30 days. And I think it's because the other inmates haven't had enough of his beautiful little tight cornhole yet. But I can only hope.
Oh, so William Kirschmeyer asked in the chat, when's the trip to the stars with Loki and the Empress? When as soon as my sky's kind of clear. I had one night to test a couple things, couldn't get things dialed in just the way I wanted them, and then it's basically rained every day since.
And we've got a bandwidth has to do in Teams and shit as well. We're trying to make sure we feed the best quality out to the stream, and we're not finding it yet. It's kind of pissing us off, actually. We might have to do a thing where, like we were saying there, Loki, where we use that Steve's app, that one for sharing movies online and stuff, to share the video out, not on YouTube, but privately, because we can get better bandwidth. We might have to do it that way.
Oh, plus the other thing, William, is that in order to make sure that it works for as many people's schedules as possible, that clear night needs to be on a weekend. So it's kind of, it's kind of hit or miss. I'm at the mercy of the weather.
Yeah, that's true, especially this time of year, right? Holy fuck, man, it's all over the place.
You're telling us that your ship doesn't have weather control?
Yeah, okay, it's been overcast, Loki. Thanks, pal.
Yeah, it's annoying. Well, hell. So let's see here. What we'll do is we'll fire up an event over on Shills U. I can do this right now, I think, without fucking up too much bullshit. Let's see here. Oh, God. I don't trust my system with all the changes right now. It's kind of pissing me off here. Okay, here we go. I'll put up a event right now, and then we can give the link out to everybody, right? Let's see here. Okay. Late night shits and giggles. Yep, that sounds about right. I don't think I have to really do anything. 6:30? No, we'll put it at 6:45, 6:50. No, 6:45. That'll give us 15 minutes changeover. That should be enough.
I'm going to have to step away for at least half an hour and take care of something else here.
Sure, no worries. Okay. Here we go. I got an event up. Here we go, everybody. After show link. I have to say it as I type it. Otherwise, I'll type what I say and it'll be stupid.
By the way, that's half an hour by an American clock. It's 30 minutes geometric, people.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. So people can pop over and say hello, and we'll see if we can't, make a.
I've got to correct purple on that because it's not 30 minutes. It's 0.5 an hour if you want to be properly metric.
Oh, good call. That was good. There was a great video today from Engineering Explained, and he was like, and because the metric system is amazing, we can just move the decimal place. It was really cool. Maybe DK doesn't find that as funny as I do.
I was laughing on the inside.
Yeah.
Well, the problem with the metric system is you're taking it for granted that everybody's got 10 fingers to count on.
Yeah. In grade school.
Okay, I had 10 fingers in grade school. I don't anymore.
Yeah. See, that's one of those things. Oh, good pin, Shills. Thanks, CF. Good call. Yeah, there was. Oh my God. I don't know if they're going to cover it or not coming up on the Uncalled For, but I posted a story that is just unbelievable. I'm not even sure that we can cover it properly on our channel because it's such a deep, hard-hitting thing. I don't want to give it away, but now you're all thinking, well, what the fuck you talking about, Dawson? So, somebody with a real hard life that's in their 40s now is trying to request assisted suicide, and they don't have a terminally illness or anything. This is in Canada. And I don't want to talk about the story anymore because we will cover it coming up on one show or another. But, oh, my God, are
they on this stream?
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. That's clarity right there for you, fellow babies, right there. Yeah, no. Okay, so let's say goodbye and shut the fuck up, and we'll will run away and whatnot. This is bad in Canada. Okay, PJ CNET, join the after show. I really have to hear about this. I'm about to be schooled on why assisted suicide is bad, maybe, or something. But yeah, come on over, PJ. Let's say goodbye, everybody. So let's see here. DK, your floor.
Well, good night, everybody. Thank you very much for coming, and let's try out this fucking stupid Microsoft Teams. Microsoft, for fuck's sake, give up, and we'll see you on the other side.
Yeah. All right, and Lokifish.
I'd like to thank everybody for joining us tonight while we test shit and break shit all night long.
Oh, God, did we ever. Well said. Mipet!
Yeah, I just pressed the button and just happened to be here. You swore at me most of the night, but I'm glad we got some little tidbits of hilarious shit in the middle of the technical crap that I had no idea what you were talking about. So that was fun. Had a good night. Thanks, guys. And you guys in the chat, thank you for making it a lot lighter for me and I could hang. So, yeah. Thank you and see you.
Well, big thank you to Conan.
It's
there.
all
Good show. Thank you very
bananas.
much. just, I was about to say like CPU, RAM, and hard drive. Now I'm really cursing.
Oh, do you mean it?
That kind of curse. Okay. And let's go to Purple. What do you think?
Well, I'm just glad that there was enough else going on around here that nobody noticed how fucked up my setup was.
There's been a lot of fucked up tonight. Oh my God. I feel so out of touch with reality trying to get this show to run tonight. Holy fuck. But we will nail it because that's kind of what we do around here. Did I skip anybody? Did I miss anybody? I guess it's my turn. Join us over on the after show. We'll play some copyrighted music. We'll get in trouble. We'll have some alcohol. We'll smoke some joints, and it'll just be some fun shit for everybody. And on that note, I think it's time for us to say goodnight, fellow babies. We're out of here. Good night.
Night.
Night all.
Good night, all.
Press the button, Dick.
DK, want to say goodnight, or should I hit the button anyway?
Hit the button.
See, I'm not a
It's over. Go home. Go.